Good morning and welcome to the 10th annual Llano Grande Quilting Show, the Decade of Stitches. We're so excited. These girls have done an awesome job with all of these quilts, the beautiful stitching. And my name is Monica Myers and I am serving as their president, and I am very honored to do that. Trying to lead 132 people into keeping them educated and put together so that we can grow as a group and also keep the quilting as our focus, obviously, but keep the art of quilting alive and well and all facets of it. So I'm going to turn over to Carol and then we'll fill in the rest. How's that sound?
All right, my name is Carol Sylvester and I am Vice President of the Llano Grande Quilt Bee. My duty as Vice President is to organize the educational aspect of our bee. So at registration, what we do is we ask what people would like to learn and who would be willing to teach. So we have found that our direction has really resulted in some absolutely beautiful quilts, which you'll see at the show. When we start out, we have a basic quilting, we have beginning and intermediate quilting, and these are all taught by members of our group. We have a show and tell every week, and often from the show and tell, people are asked to teach that project, and so that's a good aspect of our educational program. We also have Project Monday every week, and Project Monday is used to teach a tip or technique, and it's as interesting as doing something about binding or mitered corners, or share a mistake you made and how you corrected it. And it's also a great place to learn tips and techniques. So we ask all of our members at registration to say what they're willing to teach, and what you'll find is that our members are interested in, they're an interesting, talented group of women, and they are willing to teach their skills. So enjoy our show, come on out and see what we're up to.
One other thing I just want to add too is we also have the opportunity of doing 2 retreats a year. We go up to New Brownsville in December and in February, so this gives the girls an opportunity to get up out of the valley. We stay at the tennis ranch up there, which is gorgeous. It's like being on a ship. They feed you and you got great accommodations. Plus, we have awesome quilt shops within like 100 miles of us, so it's a lot of fun. So if you can ever join us, we sure welcome you to join our bee. If you ever come to Llano Grande and become a resident here, we like to welcome you. Thank you.
Thanks.
This is the 10th annual quilt show, and I'm Barb Jansen. I'm in charge of the boutique, and we have lots of stuff for you to buy. There's material, lots of magazines and books and boas, over-the-hill dowels, just lots and lots of things. So you need to come and check it out.
Hi, my name's Llano Cunningham, and I hail from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And I've been a member of the Llano Quilting Bee this is my 4th year. So I quite love it. I look forward to coming to Texas mostly because of the camaraderie and the friends I made in the quilt group. This year I volunteered to be in charge of community services, which is the involvement with the charities that we take blankets to and knitted hats throughout southern Texas. We end up having a lot of baby quilts because there's 130 members and everybody has to have 2 quilts to join the guild. Then we get sewing groups and we sew, and plus lots of people just make them because they run out of things to sew. So I figure we end up with between 400 and 500 pieces to be delivered to these various hospitals. They're all hospitals. There's hospitals, we take them to a birthing center, and our favorite one in our group that's close to all of our hearts is the rainbow room. So the bigger ones that are a little bigger, we save for them because when they leave the rainbow room, which is a place where they're held after they've been taken from their parents because it's not safe, before they leave to be placed in another foster home, they get to take with them a blanket and a bag. So we make the bags and the blankets, and we save our bigger blankets and give them to them. The bags are just usually out of denim, and I don't know if you've heard the term garbage bag kids. Well, some of these kids are garbage bag kids, so we try to insist that they don't take their clothes from home to home in a garbage bag, that they actually have a nice bag to put them in. And quite enjoying it. There's lots of people and lots of help. So I think that's it.
I'm Joan Plogue, and I am co-chair of the challenge this year.
And I'm Kay Minner, and as she said, we're co-chairing the challenge. The challenge always has to do with the theme of the quilt show. The theme this year is a decade of stitches, so we try to incorporate multiples of 10 in the challenge. So the requirements are that the challenge piece must be a square. It must be at least 10 inches by 10 inches, or 20 by 20, or 30 by 30. And we had 11 entries this year, and they were all so creative and different from each other. Also, the challenge piece had to have 10 of something on it. 10 stitches, buttons, embellishments, something, some blocks, whatever. But it was just incredible, don't you think?
Oh,
how different
what
they all were.
talented girls we have, and it's awesome, and it's real. I'm glad we didn't have to vote or choose. It was the whole bee voted on the challenge.
So anyway, we would invite all of you to make sure you check it out, and please come to our show. We'd love to have you.
Good morning. I'm Karen Nantz. I'm the 2019 chair of the Opportunity Quilt Committee. The Opportunity Quilt is hanging behind me. We will be raffling this quilt off. Tickets are on sale now from our Quilt Bee members. It will be awarded at the end of February. This is a quilt called A Decade of Stitching because we are a 10-year quilt show this year. This quilt is what is called an advanced pattern. Our Quilt Bee members made it. It's lined with a wool batting, and it's a queen size. We also have 2 pillow shams that go with this quilt that match, so it is really an outstanding quilt that you would be proud to own and use.
Okay, I'm Susan Adams, and I'm in charge of the purses and tote raffle this year. We have 17 wonderful totes and purses that are filled with, overflowing with things that the girls in the Bee have donated, and we're selling tickets, and we will be giving them away at 2:30 this afternoon. So we need to buy tickets. They are 2 for $1, 12 for $5, and 25 tickets for $10. So come and enjoy and look at all the wonderful totes. We've gotten lots and lots of good compliments on our totes this year.
Okay, I'd like to welcome you to the Llano Grande Quilting Bee quilt show. This is our 10th year for the show, and we recognize that milestone by naming it A Decade of Stitches. The Bee has 132 members from around the United States and Canada, and this year we have 270 entries. Our members are so very talented and have graciously allowed their awesome work to be exhibited. As chairperson of the show, I want to thank the many members who have spent a lot of time not only creating beautiful work, but in preparing the Hynes Event Center for the show. If you attended this year's show, I sincerely hope you enjoyed it. If you missed it, then by all means, we'd love to have you next year. Thanks for being here. Have a good day.
And I'm Kathy Humann. I am the co-chair this year, which means next year I'll be the chairperson. I'm looking forward to this honor, and I just want you all to know that if you were here this year, we're already working on a better show for you. No, oops. Not a better show, just a good show or better than this year. Please come. Mark your calendars today for January 28th, 2020, as we enter into our second decade of stitching.